Welcome back to Kuumba Life Designs. This is Asterie, and I am bringing you today a walkthrough of planner number 1 in my 2020 planner lineup. Excuse me. So this is, I know you can't tell, but this is the Hobonichi Weeks Mega that I have made a little cover for and put some scrapbooking paper on the inside, but it is the green apple. I don't know if you can kind of see the green sticking up there. This is the green apple. I can't remember the official name of it, but I know it's green apple something. Honestly, I didn't really care about the color because I knew that I was going to cover it up, but it has purple 2020 inscribed on the front. So that's as close as I was going to get to a purple planner this year. So I decided to go with the Mega. I used the regular last year, but I decided to go with the Mega this year because I had already laid out some ideas of what I wanted for the notes section. I will get to that when we get to the notes section, but just letting you know, I already had sort of an idea of what I wanted to do before I got started. So in a couple of my earlier videos, I gave sort of like a little tip about things you can do as far as planning. Another tip that I would have is to get an idea. Write it down. Think about what you used previously if you have been a planner before and have had planners. And think about if you've never had planners, things that you do in your life, things that you might need to organize. And let that help you with your planner decisions later on. But okay, enough of the advice. Let's get to it. So like I said, this is the Hobonichi Weeks Mega. I took some washi and covered the inside. Now, I probably should have done what I've seen some other planner ladies do and put this on removable sticker paper so that if I decide I want to change it or something messes up, I can take it out, because this isn't sticking, the washi's not sticking to the cover very well in some places, so it's already kind of like starting to pull up, but that's okay. I'm just going to point out a couple. This Always Be Extra Washi is from Lamika of Capital Chic Designs. This Black Girls Bin Magic washi is from Gold Mine and Cocoa. This Keep Going washi is from Pasha of Posh Plans. And probably my favorite washi, this black and white stripe, is from, well, I bought it from Walmart, but it's what is the brand? Scotch brand. I love this washi. So that's those. The other one I just think I got from like Michael's randomly. So that's that. So if you're not familiar with the Hobonichi Weeks, this has this gorgeous Tomoe River paper that is like really thin, but it takes ink very well. It doesn't like soak through, so a lot of pens that might bleed through other planner paper won't bleed through here. It might not bleed through, but that does mean that it will pull on the top of the paper, so some of them will smear. Most pens will smear if they're gel, but that's fine with me. So you'll see here, I just I actually made these stickers. You can't really see. I love this font. Let's see if it'll focus. Focus. Sorry about the light. I'm filming like in the evening time, so the sun is starting to go down, and I have my room light, which is yellow, and it's not that great, but we're gonna make it work. So I love this like scripty handwriting font. So I made some stickers in that font, and I really wanted to go with neutral, like for the guts of the planner, not the guts, how do I want to say that? For like the main portions of the planner. So my tabs are neutral colors. Even this was neutral. Anything you see on the top will be neutral because I don't know what I'm going to put on the front. I don't know what I might decide to do with it. So I just wanted to keep this part really neutral. So I just did black and white. So yeah, I ended up laminating these, which I didn't mean to do, but that's okay. And if you hear any noise over there, my son's in here playing on the computer, so. And my word of the year is manifest. And part of manifesting is, thinking about what you want and actually like writing it down, making it real by saying what you want, putting it on paper, and making it concrete that way. So this verse in Habakkuk, it talks about writing down your vision, making it plain, and then it says down here, when you do all those things, wait for it. It will surely come. It will not delay. Now, whatever your beliefs about the Bible or whatever those things are, I just could not get over how appropriate this was for what I feel about it. And I've already started experiencing some of that, and I'll talk about that in another video. So that's what that is. Again, like I said, I designed these stickers because what you're going to find here on this channel is that I am really focusing on trying not to spend a whole bunch of money. I don't have a whole bunch of money, but that doesn't mean that I can't have fun in my planner. So maybe I can't buy from all the different shops, which I would love to, but I can use skills that I have in other areas to make things. So I have been using my Silhouette Cameo for years for a myriad of things, and sticker making now happens to be one of them. So I made those. And then for my yearly index, I didn't really know what to do with this. In my previous planner, I ended up using this to write the weights that because when I was weighing myself every day, but I didn't really like that right in the front. I was going to use it to track my cycle, but I didn't really like that either. So what I decided to do was to use this to track our homeschool schedule. I have a homeschool planner, which again, I'll do a walkthrough in another video, but I don't carry it around with me everywhere I go. So if I'm out and about and I want to make an appointment or I want to plan something, I want to be able to look and see, oh wait, we're going to have school that day. Is that going to work with our school day? Do I need to switch some things around? Or nope, that's a week that will be out of school, so I don't need to worry about it. So I haven't done 2020 yet. So this is just for 2020. I forgot it is 2020, y'all. I haven't done after summer. So this would be the next grade. This side would be the next grade. I haven't planned all that out yet. So just for the rest of 5th grade year. So the orange are days that we are actually having school. The stars are days that we are out of school, either for our regular Sabbath week, which basically means that we do 6 weeks of school and then we take the 7th week off. And if you're familiar with anything in the Bible, the 7th day was a day that God rested from creation, and the number 7 is like known with resting through most of the things in the Bible, whether it was planting, like all sorts of things. So we do a Sabbath week schedule. So we do 6 weeks of school and 1 week off. And then we take all of July off. We school year round other than July, and then we take like the holiday time and stuff like that. So there's a little key up here because I also want to keep track of like sick days or days that we had like an unscheduled absence. If you follow my channel at all or any of my social media platforms, you might know that my husband has a few health issues. So sometimes we end up taking days off if something is going on with him, whether it's a day of doctor's appointments or he just isn't feeling well. So I'm tending to him, and it's easier for my son to be able to just kind of relax because he gets worried and all that kind of stuff. So just different things that may come up. So I have like holiday, sick day for my son, an unscheduled absence, something happens and we don't mean it to, sick day for me, sick day for my husband. If my son has a doctor's appointment, depending on the doctor's appointment, it may push back school, it may not, we'll see. And then just a mental health day. If things are cuckoo and crazy, if it's that time of the month and I'm losing my mind or whatever, we'll just take the day off. It's fine. We actually official school, like actual curriculum, 4 days of the week. Friday is what we call Fun Friday, but it's also catch up or do a special project or something like that. So if need be, we can always use Friday for that. Let's see. So that is that. So that's what I keep in there. And then of course we get to the monthlies. I just have these dividers that I, again, made on my Silhouette. I have 2 versions. I think the other ones are in my work planner. But these I made with cardstock. I just cut out the word up here, stuck it on a laminating sheet inside out, so the shiny sides out and the non-shiny sides together. Is that right? Yeah. And put this in the middle. And basically it means that it doesn't laminate on the inside. And then I stuck that inside of another laminating sheet, cut it out, cut the edges so that I can slide this over the page. And I just keep this on the month that I am on, so that when my planner's closed and I open this, this is going to open to the current, whoops, I did the week. It's going to open to the current month. Nothing crazy, just makes it easier for me to find where I need to be. My monthlies, I don't plan on doing anything too crazy with them, just putting in future appointments, which I don't even have anything written in here because I also use Google Calendar. That way my family, my mother-in-law, my husband, we can all have a calendar that's connected. But if something comes up, I will quickly write it in here. This is not meant to be pretty. I may decorate it, but really simply nothing extravagant. This is just meant to put all of the future dates that I don't want to put in my weeks because I do want to decorate my weeks. So that's that. And I have, like I said, I made these tabs the same way, same process that I made my date cover-ups here. For the months, I actually did the names of the months. So January, February, all the way through December, which you can see. And then for the actual weeks, those months I separated by numbers. So that's that. I haven't done anything with any of the other months except for putting important information that I needed to put in. I'll have more dates and things as the year goes on. And then, of course, my weeks. So this was New Year. Hopefully there's nothing on here that I don't want to share because I didn't go in and cover up anything. I forgot. So this was my first week, and I typically keep it really simple. Like, this was a lot for me. Normally, I just do washi on the top and the bottom, and I might do date covers. But since it was New Year, I wanted to use gold. So I just used some gold washi, and then I used some date covers that were gold. I know the glare is kind of funky, but that's that. And something that I added this week, and this is fine. Something that I added this week, is this little daily principle that I made, that I just stick on the weekly divider. This one I cut the bottom because I can just flip it up and look and see what's on my week. But this is for every day. I'll do a new one every day. So if there's anything time sensitive or if I want to more deeply plan out my day, I can do that. Because I work from home, I also work a regular job, and at homeschool, I like to kind of keep things by the hour. That way I know what I'm doing when. So I made this to use every day. I don't use it all the time, but if I need it, I use it. Because sometimes I'm like, oh, I have so much to do. Let me just write it down. And I just don't want a bunch of planners. I didn't really want something that was a daily planner. It was just too much. So anyway, that's what I'm doing there. So that's the same for all the weeks. I have all the months labeled. But here is where it gets interesting. My notes section. So again, I have another page divider. This one will never need to come off. It's just marking where the beginning of the notes is. I tipped in this little vellum. I plan on putting some more vellum in here. I absolutely love this. I'm really like learning that I can do just as much with this little planner that's already bound. I was against bound planners because I was like, I can't customize it. I can't do what I want. But I'm finding that I can. So anyway, I just tipped in this vellum, mostly just for fun. And of course, this is the index to show where things are. I left myself a few pages because I have a few more things to write in. Now, my notes section is not complete. I still have some pages that I need to actually design or figure out exactly what I want to put on them. Some stuff is private, but I'll give you a general idea. So, because this is so far away, these are my tabs. I have collections, kind of like if you have a bullet journal and you have different collections. I have fitness, I have personal, I have dollar signs for budgeting, and then I have notes. Now, there's really not much in my personal section. I kind of confused myself when I made this, and some of the stuff that I put in here should have gone in collections. I don't know. Anyway, it's in there. So, my collections, let's go to it. So, before I put my tabs down, I told you I thought about what I wanted in my planner. And I can't find the notebook, but I have just a spiral bound notebook that I just wrote stuff down. This is what I want to do. How many pages do I think I'm going to need for this? Or how do I want to do this? What kind of layout do I want to do? Do I need a 2-page layout? Do I need a 1-page layout? Because that was going to determine how much space I needed. So I did that first. And some of these you see, I haven't even actually made the page yet, but I just wrote in pencil, okay, that's what I want to go here. So this is going to be the title page for collections. It's just going to say collections, and I will decorate it somehow. I'm not an artist. I may use stickers, which you'll see that I did in the fitness section, or just come up with something to make it look nice. It doesn't even matter. No one's going to see it but me, so it's all good. All right, so my next section are going to be trackers. So I have 2 different ones. I designed these, and just as a little plug, all of these printables, like these full-page stickers, The tabs, all that sort of thing will be available in my Etsy shop in a little bit. I'm gonna start adding things again. I had a shop before and I didn't really keep up with it, and then I was contemplating doing more of like a Patreon subscription type of thing, but I think I'm just going to stick to the shop. So if there's anything that you see that you're interested in, first of all, leave me a comment below and let me know if there's something that you saw that you like, because I definitely don't want to waste my time doing things that no one's interested in. So if you are, let me know. If there's something that you're looking for that you haven't seen, especially related to the Hobonichi Weeks, let me know. But I also do other sizes. So anyway, I made these two full page stickers, and one is Year of Cycles and Year in Pixels. So if you've never heard of the Year in Pixels, it's basically where you choose a color for a different feeling, and you color that in every day of the month, every day of the year, and then at the end of the year, you'll have this sort of graph to see kind of how your year went. So I have some titles here. These will be whatever work for you. You can track pain, you can track migraines. Um, Maybe you are pregnant and it won't be the entire year, but majority of a year you'll be pregnant, and you can maybe have different milestones or things you want to check. It all depends on what you're looking for. So like I said, I did one for the year in pixels and then I did one for the year of cycles. I wanted these next to each other because maybe if I'm seeing that these couple of days I was really irritable, and then I look and see, oh, that's because my cycle started this day. It kind of correlates. And I was also having some symptoms that I wanted to track so that I could let my doctor know. So I wanted to make sure that I kept up with that. So I really like this. This could be helpful if you are family planning. Also, you can track um, baby dancing days. And if you don't know what that means, well, you'll have to ask me in the comments below because my son is in here. But let's see. Yeah, there's all sorts of things you can track. You can track, like I said, days that you baby dance. Maybe you can track ovulation if you are using, natural planning where you're checking your temperature. There's all sorts of things that you can track depending on what you want. And if I have these in the shop, I will, or when I have these in the shop, I will have like pre-labeled ones. And then I think I'm also going to offer where you can give me your own sort of header that you want. So that's those. And then my next few pages are habit trackers. And basically, I have done a little bit, but I'm really bad at keeping up with it. I'm trying to get better with that. And I have one for every month of the year, and it just has a space for you to write your habits. The days of the month, obviously, if it's February or a month that doesn't have 31 days, you don't use that. A spot for you to write what month it is, and then you can fill in however you want to fill it in. Check mark, color, lines like I'm doing here, whatever works. So that's that. And like I said, I planned all this out. I knew that I was going to use a page for this and a page for that and 12 pages for this. Let's see. So I'm not going to share these two pages. These are some of my goals for 2020. So I just kind of want to show what I'm doing though. So I have goals, 2020 goals, and I have those listed out here. These are personal goals. These are not business goals. Those will be my business planner, but these are personal goals or goals for the family, goals for homeschool, those sorts of things. So I have those all written down. Here I have, and I have it broken down for every quarter. I haven't written it out, but I have it labeled for every quarter, where I am going to write down action steps to take to reach these goals. So let me see if I can show. Okay, so my first goal is to gain 20 pounds this year. I started working on that at the end of 2019, but I really want to get serious about it this year. So one of the first things that I have for quarter one is to establish meal planning / prep system. This is just getting it started. I don't expect it to be perfect. I have the whole year to get it right, but I just want to get it started. So this is deciding, well, you'll see, I decided on what day of the week I want to do meal planning. And I have like started to keep track of what I'm eating and how many calories I'm getting in, and I've been tracking things that are good for high calorie intake, all that sort of thing. So I'm just establishing meal planning and prep system, because if I don't meal plan, I'm not going to get all those calories in. If I don't get all the calories in, I can't gain weight. You have to take in more than you're putting out. And I still have a high metabolism even in my 30s. So it's really difficult for me to gain weight. So anyway, that's just an idea. So hopefully I check this off by March. So then when I hit quarter 2, maybe my goal in quarter 2 is to start to be able to lift maybe 50 pounds. Right now, I can lift about 30 pounds. As far as like my weight training and stuff, maybe I get up to 50 or 60. Maybe my goal by the end of the year is to do 100. I don't know, because weight training also helps you gain weight. So that's just sort of how I'm breaking it down. Each quarter, it will be a different goal that builds on the previous one. That's just how I'm doing it. I'm still learning about goal setting and like actually reaching the goals that you set. If you have any tips, please leave them below. Share with me and also any of the other people who are reading them. So that's that. So this page, I don't know what I want to put here. I was going to do my reading and movie tracker here, but I moved it. So I don't know what I'm going to put here yet. So I just left it blank. I have this weird thing that I want stuff to like go together to be on facing pages. Does that make sense? So maybe I'll do like things that work, things that didn't work, like a year of the end review overview when it comes to goals. I don't know. So my next 2 pages are movies that I want to watch, and then TV shows that I want to watch. Now, this is just a really basic collection for this. I have another bullet journal that has evergreen collection, so things that will continue. So movies will continue, but I'm gonna have like a really big list of movies in that one. There's movies that like I've never seen that everybody else has seen, or just I'll see something I'm like, oh, I should watch that, or even something that I want to watch again. These movies are going to be movies that I really want to try to see this year. Believe it or not, I have yet to watch the entire Black Panther movie. I've seen some of it, but I haven't seen all of it. So that's one of them. I want to see Just Mercy, but I'm currently reading the book and I don't want to watch the movie until I read the book. So I don't have them all filled out yet, but I'm getting there. I tried to do a film reel, but you can't see the white hardly. So yeah, anyways, I never said that I was an artist. And this is TV shows that I want to watch. I love Grey's Anatomy, but there's some seasons that I haven't seen, so I didn't have enough space to do each episode. So I'm doing seasons because like I've seen season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4, and a few more. I don't remember how many I've seen. I've seen most of the complete season, so I'm just gonna watch a whole season. When I complete it, I'll check it off. Same thing for This Is Us. I really want to watch this, so that's what I'm doing with that. I don't have that many that I want to watch, and I don't think that I leave it extra. No, so yeah, it'll just have to fit here. And if it doesn't, that's fine. I can either do a tip in of more later or not worry about it. So this next one is routines for my son and myself. These are our ideal days of things that I want to get accomplished. And again, this is going to look different for everyone else. For my son, having a schedule and an expectation for him is really important. So I wanted to get that for him, for myself and for him, to keep us both accountable. But then I also wanted one for myself to keep myself accountable. So I wanted to put that in here. And when I put my planner in my actual notebook that I keep it in, which is just this traveler's notebook that I had made when I was using a B6 planner that I'm just recycling and continuing to use, especially since it means that I get to continue to use this wallet type insert. So yeah. But when I put it in here, I put the string on this page so that anytime that I'm like, man, what should I be doing right now? I can flip right to this. It opens up to this page and I can see, oh, okay, so we should be doing this. Or, okay, I completed all of this. Maybe I'm like, okay, it's morning time. What did I say that I wanted to do in the morning? Because this routine is still new to me. I do some of these anyway, but I just want to remind myself that these are important to me to get done every day. It looks like it's a lot, but some of these are like really, really quick. So that is that. Let's see. All right, and this is where I have a breakdown of our zones and zone cleaning. And this is scheduled daily as it relates to kind of household things. I have a separate family planner that goes into detail about each zone and more details about different things here. This is just a basic overview. So I'll give a little breakdown of zone cleaning, but it's done by the Fly Lady, which I will leave a link to her website down below. And she teaches you to break down your cleaning into different zones and to work on those zones one a week, or in my case, I actually do 1 week where I do 2 zones in 1 week. But anyways, we do 1 zone a week, or however you want to break it down. It's up to you. I do 1 zone a week, and basically you want to do at least 15 minutes in each zone every day. So I have a list in my family planner of everything that I want to get done in that zone. In the kitchen, things that you don't do every week. So every day when I wash dishes, I wipe down the counters. But I may not move all of the appliances when I wipe down the counter. I just wipe down the surface, the stuff you can see. So when it's the week for this zone, I actually am moving appliances. I'm cleaning the switch plates. I'm cleaning the floorboards. I'm purging out the refrigerator. I'm doing like all of the major deep cleaning things that should be done on a regular basis. And again, I'll get more into that in another video, but that's what that is. So I have what the zones are, my schedule for as far as the weeks, and then once a week you have something called a home blessing hour. And this is where you just do the quick things that need to be done every week. You'll vacuum, you'll maybe do a little dusting, nothing deep, but just enough to keep the main areas of your home clean and tidy. So that's done once a week. And then I have sort of a daily schedule of themes for the day that I want to make sure that I do. So Monday I have meal prep. Tuesday I have school prep where I'm prepping out my son's curriculum for the week. Wednesdays I have laundry. Thursday I have trash because Friday is trash pickup day. So we want to make sure that we empty all the trash cans, clean them out if need be. So that means also like going through things and throwing things away that need to be thrown away so they can go in the trash. And then Friday is errands / anything I need to catch up on. And then I also put to clean out my purse / bags and purge any old mail / papers, because this is really important. We collect all sorts of things throughout the week and then it just sits around. So we want to get rid of it. Saturday we have set aside as our rest day. While I grew up Seventh-day Adventist, which basically there's a lot more to it. Basically, we worship on the 7th day of the week as they did in the Bible. But even though I no longer identify as Seventh-day Adventist specifically, we do set aside Saturday as a day to just sort of rest, take family time, do spiritually related things. Or in my case, in a few weeks, I will be starting a class that does meet on Saturday mornings, but the rest of the day, so we're not doing too many chores. We'll still cook and wash dishes, but nothing too in-depth. We try to just make that a day that we know for sure we're going to be resting, because that's what the Sabbath is all about. But again, that's our schedule, doesn't have to be yours. Sunday is prep day. Planning, doing the home blessing hour, and I am doing me time for myself. That's taking a bath, doing my nails, whatever the case may be. So that's that. Let's see. These next 2 pages, as you see, I haven't filled them out yet, but these are going to be birthdays and anniversaries. So my plan is to either do like birthday cakes for each month or balloons or something like that. Or I guess not birthday cakes, but a cake, because anniversary is not necessarily a birthday. But anyway, so I haven't finished filling this out, but that's the plan. And as you see, like I said, I made provision for the fact that I want to use these pages for something specific. That way I don't accidentally put something here and then now I don't have space for things that I knew that I wanted. So that's that. I'll fill that out at some point. These next pages, I don't mind showing this. This is a little bit more personal, but this is my version of the Level 10 Life. If you have ever read the book Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod, I believe that's his name, he talks about this. And then I'm sure there's other books that go in more detail. If I remember, I'll link the Miracle Morning and maybe a couple of videos or something about it down below, as well as about the Level 10 Life. So basically, he talks about 10 areas of your life. I have 11 because I wanted to be very specific about my son, but 10 areas of your life that if all of these are at a level 10 will have like the perfect life. Now, no one is probably ever going to have every single one of these at a level 10 all the time, but that's the goal. So the beginning of the year, or whenever you start, for me it was the beginning of the year, I looked at these, I broke them down, and I evaluated what I think my score in these subjects should be. So as you see, just for an example, fun is only one box. And really, I feel like it should be 0 because I don't often allow myself to just have fun. I'm too busy taking care of all these other things that I don't just let myself have fun. I don't really go out and do things, and even just around the house, just joking around and playing. Like, I don't do that as much as I should. So I know that this is something that I want to focus on. So here I put some ideas. Go out alone, at least monthly, because that's not something that I do. Create just for fun, not for profit. When you are a creator, a person who makes all types of things, and you already have a business, sometimes it feels like if you make something, it needs to be something that you can sell. Because at the end of the day, hobbies cost money. But it also makes you lose passion and fun in things when you're worried about the business side of it. So I want to challenge myself to do more things that are crafty just because I want to. Not for, oh, well, what can I get out of it or what type of profit can I make, and not worry so much about how much this is going to cost and just allow myself to enjoy it. So, and then I think I also have do one scary thing a month. So do something that scares me. Go to an event that I would never normally go to. Skydive, if that's what it is. Just something that I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. Do it anyway to challenge myself. I haven't finished filling out everything that I want to kind of work on, but that's the basics. So you have your scoring, and this is all yourself. You are scoring yourself. Be honest with yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself because sometimes we are way harder on ourselves than we should be. Be honest, but be realistic about, what you have going on and what you think and feel about something. So, and then this kind of you write down ideas of how to make that better and how to work on that. So that's what that is. So I wanted to make sure I put that in there. And then these next few pages are wish lists for myself, my husband, my son, for my mother-in-law, for our homeschool, and for my business. Things that I would love to get. And just if throughout the year my husband mentioned something, I'm going to write it down so that I can, for his birthday, Father's Day, Christmas, I'll have ideas. Same thing for my son, for my mother-in-law. I have other people that I buy for, but these are like my major purchases. So I want to keep them close by. And I think that I didn't have anything for the next few pages, but I wanted to leave them open in case I came up with some more collections. So I just left those blank. So my next section is fitness. I'm going to try to go a little bit faster. This is my fitness section. I took a bunch of stickers that I had from a fitness sticker book. I didn't keep the sticker book. I just kept a couple of pages of stickers. I wanted to just be gold, black, and, well, I can't say black and white because this is cream, but whatever. So I just used all of them that just has to go with different things about working out and not giving up and all of that. So this is what I would consider a title page. This lets me know this is what I'm getting into. So this first, I have a picture for my before. Obviously, I don't have an after yet, but I want to do a picture here and then my stats, just so I can see where I started and where I ended up. My next section, I believe, is my weight tracker. So this is what I was using, the actual yearly index that this is based off of in my 2019 planner. But I decided that I didn't want that at the front. Like I said, I like having things that go together. So I wanted to put my weight tracker with the fitness. So I designed my own version and I put that in the back here. Again, these are 2-page stickers, full stickers. And I'm just writing in my weight. And I missed yesterday. No, I missed the 9th. I'm a few days behind, so we're gonna ignore that. But that's what that is. Again, if this is something that you would like to use when I do get it in the shop, I would probably add a customization option if there's something else that you want to track. So that's that. These next 2 sections are again about weight. So this is the starting weight of where I started in 2020. And hopefully I reach this goal. So I'm just going to, when I reach a certain weight, I'm going to color this box in and then I'm going to write the date. Just something for fun for me to do. This page I just have some high calorie foods and some meal ideas for gaining weight. If you are like me and have a hard time gaining weight, you need to take in more calories, but sometimes that's really hard because it means you need to eat more. And sometimes eating more is difficult. So if you can get all of your calories, like really pack a bunch of calories into one meal, that's awesome. So I wanted to keep track of some things that I had eaten or that I saw that were good that I actually liked, because I don't like nuts. I don't like avocado. And those are two of the biggest things that you see mentioned. Avocado is huge for gaining weight. So if you do like avocado, eat it. I don't like avocado. So I have to come up with some other options. Let's see. This section, I have some exercises that I am doing. And I have them broken down by the type. So these are full body. I have more full body, some upper body, and then I have more space for more because I also have lower body. And then I'm going to have a couple of just yoga exercises. These are the ones that I'm going to continue to do, but the way that they will change will be by the weights that I use when I do them. But I wanted to keep track because on my week, I don't have space to write out the full exercise every single time I do it. This is my week coming up. So what I do is I just write arms or upper, it's the same thing, upper body, arms. And it doesn't want to focus. Come on now. There we go. And I will write arms number 1. Oh, why are you not focusing? So arms number 1, I would go back here. I would find arms. It would say arms number 1, and I'll know that that's the exercise that I did. And I'll write under here like what weights I used, how many reps I did, or sets, I'm sorry, I did, or reps, depending on what I'm doing. Maybe I changed it up. Maybe it got to be too much. Maybe I did 50 pounds and I was only able to do 2 reps instead of the 12 or 13 or 20 that I normally do. So I know that that's too much weight. Anyway, that way I don't have to keep a full list of everything that I'm doing in my week, but I still know what I'm doing, because it's important to keep track of what you do so that you can see what worked, what didn't work. Oh, that was too much. That's not enough. Yada, yada. So that's that. And then I just have space to write more exercises. And I did decide how many pages I wanted for exercises. So that's why I wrote it on there. That way I knew not to put anything on those pages. Let's see. I have workout tips and tricks. So I have notes in other places of things like you should do the same exercise for this many weeks before you switch it up and things like that. So I want to keep track of that. And this is just anything else that I might want to add. I just wanted to give myself space to really put things in here. And I still have a few other pages. Then this was supposed to be the page that I used to put my food tracking. I accidentally started my food tracking on the wrong page. I had already written this down. I don't know anyways. So I started my food tracking on the wrong page, but this is my food tracking layout. So this just has, similar to the regular week, Monday through Sunday. And I have it where I'm using it in a vertical layout instead of horizontal. And every day I just write what I ate, and I tally up the calories, and as you can see, I have not tallied up these calories this week or barely this week. So I still need to do that. And oh no, that's because this is still the week that we're in, but I still need to write down what I ate yesterday. So anyway, I keep track of how many calories. My goal is to get at least 2,300 calories every day. I need to, like I said, take in more calories than I'm burning. So I have to take in more than an average person would. So I have that where I'm going to tally them all up. So that is that. Nothing crazy. Generally, I use the same washi that I use in my weekly spread just to kind of match it up, but it doesn't have to be. So I already know how many pages I need for that. And then I have any extras that I may want to put in. And then it's my next section, which was my personal section. So I really didn't know, I don't know what I ended up putting in here. This didn't end up being what I wanted it to be. So I just put my budget in the next couple of pages. So I'm going to make this section quotes that I like. Now, normally this would be something that I would put in my evergreen bullet journal because I'm always going to like these quotes. And I still may do that. I may end up not even using these. I don't know. But again, I messed up and I didn't mean to do this way. So it's fine. It's 2 pages, no big deal. But I do have one quote when I was doing my level 10 life, again, that was done by Hal Elrod, and it says, give up being perfect for being authentic. And that was really like a big deal. I want to have an authentic life, not a perfect life. And authentic as in real, not some fake thing. So then my next section is my budget section. Again, I knew this was where I wanted to start it, so I did the title. I have not actually filled out. I just got my first paycheck of the year, so I need to fill it out. But since I only get paid twice a month, I'll have enough to do a 2-page spread for my budget. The budget that I'm going to put in here is going to be my personal budget. Anything that I'm spending money on specifically, any business stuff, anything like that. It's not going to be the household budget unless it's something that I pay for out of my check for the household. But this is going to be like if I need to buy supplies for my businesses, if I have a subscription that I need to pay for, anything like that, that's going to be my personal budget in here. And then, like I said, I tallied out how many pages I would need for that. I made sure that I let myself know this was the end of the budget section. And then this is just my notes. This is just a place for me to write any extra notes, any random things that I want to write. You always got to have a section for that. And I will probably use full page stickers on these pages. No disrespect to the things here. But I know that since I don't know what it says, I'm not going to use it. So I would rather make this usable than to waste pages. So I will just print out a full page sticker and put it on there for most of these. I do plan on using this, but I don't know what for yet. So I'm going to leave it. I do have just a couple of more things. I don't think I have anything written on these yet. So I made some other full page stickers, which are addresses, which I'll show you closer because it's so tiny. Let's see, is it going to focus? There we go. I have a space to put the person's name, their address, their phone number, their birthday, their email, and social media. And then I have a password tracker as well, which is somewhat similar, but it has the website that it's on, the username for that website. I have two sections. So I have password and then I have password hints. And then I have what email was used with that account. Because some accounts you have a username and you have an email and it's just a lot of stuff. So if there's a website that I don't really want to put the actual password for, like anything related to my business, then I'll just use my password hint. If it's something really simple, I don't even know what it would be. Like my son's, some of his educational accounts where he goes and plays games and I just can keep track of his progress for school. I may just put the actual password, and then if there's ever a time that I'm not right next to my computer or I'm not near what's going on and maybe my husband needs to help him get in, the information will be there and it'll be easy to know. Most of this stuff is saved in the computer already, but just in case. But like, I don't think it's smart to actually put your real passwords in your planner just because people are crazy and they do crazy things. So that's that. And I think that's it. I have this last page. Well, actually, normally I leave the last page as a pen test page, but I didn't really think it through when I put this in the back. This is all testers, so this, like, I cut it all wrong, but I didn't really think it through, so I can't really test the pen if I can't see through to the other side. So I may end up using one of these other pages that, I don't plan on using. But anyway, that is it. I did put this pocket that comes with the planner in the back, but that was before I made this. But I mean, I can still put stuff in here. So, I mean, it still works. So, who knows? We'll see. But that's that. This was a long video. Hopefully not too long. Thanks for sticking around. I hope that this helps you come up with some ideas or some things that you can do with your planner. And this can work for any planner, not just the Hobonichi Weeks. It all starts, I mean, it sounds silly, but you need to plan your planner for it to be the most effective and efficient thing, excuse me, for you. But I really wanted to be strategic about this planner so that it could work the best for me and I could stick with it for the whole year. So if you have any questions about anything, if you, excuse me, have any comments, if you want to add anything, if there's something that you use your planner for that maybe could help. I still have some extra pages, so I would love some, some more advice if you have it. Please feel free to leave it in the comments below. I would love to hear from you all. Let me know what you think about this, and if you like this video, make sure you like it. Please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This channel is all about planning on a budget, also homeschooling on a budget. There'll be probably a little bit of family stuff in there as well, but basically you can live the lavish life without having to spend the lavish amount of money. Not everybody has it like that, and honestly, it's more about what you get out of it than putting money into it. So if this helps me manage my life simply the way that I'm doing it, great. If using a whole bunch of things that cost a whole bunch of money is what helps you manage your life and it's working, great. I want to provide options for everybody. So this is just my way of adding to that. Make sure you check out any links below for anything that you might be interested in. I'll link the planner, any of the washies that I can. Let's see, what else did I don't remember if there was anything else in here that I said that I wanted to link, but definitely check out the description box. If I remember to link, remember everything, I'll link it below. All right, again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a good day, evening, morning, night, whenever you may be watching this, and I will see you at my next video. Thanks, everyone. Bye.